Hell of an update. P. Diddy, another accuser. Now he's accused of drugging and abusing 10-year-old child. Put up the picture for a mask. As I said from day one, the allegations will continue to come. In updates to the Sean Diddy Combs case, he has now been accused of drugging and violating a 10-year-old child in a new lawsuit. The suit has been filed in the Supreme Court of New York and is the latest from Tony Buzbee, who in the beginning of the month announced 120 new lawsuits from victims, according to the complaint reviewed by Variety. And John Doe, who currently resides in California, is suing over an alleged assault that took place in 2005. At the time, he was a 10-year-old interested in becoming an actor and or rapper. In an attempt to help their son's career aspirations, boy's parents hired an industry consultant who recommended they fly from their home in Los Angeles to New York to meet with music industry figures. During the trip, the consultant arranged for Combs to meet with the young child for an audition. And Combs asked to meet with the child alone before meeting with the family. The consultant took the child to Combs' hotel room and left him alone with him. The child performed a few rap songs for Combs, who told him he could make him a star, and asked him how badly he wanted it, according to the complaint. Plaintiff responded, as might any 10-year-old child, that he would do anything. End quote. Another person present then gave the child a soda, which he drank. Shortly after, he began to feel, quote, a little funny, which the plaintiff's attorney claims was because the drink was laced with drugs, including, but not limited to, GHB and or ecstasy. After consuming the soda, Combs allegedly told the child to move closer to him and pushed him down, telling him something to the effect of, you have to do some stuff you don't want to do sometimes, end quote. Once pushed down, Combs exposed his private parts and told him to, quote, kiss it, according to the allegation. After refusing, Combs apparently forced him to perform oral, and the child shortly after lost consciousness. When he came to, Combs' pants were undone and his was hurting badly. He cried and said he wanted to see his parents, to which Combs told him that if he said anything to anyone, he would hurt his parents. When the consultant returned, she noticed he was badly shaken and took him back to his parents, who ascertained he was lethargic and acting differently. In the time since the alleged assault, the John Doe has suffered from severe depression and severe anxiety, which leaves him hopeless and fatigued. So Diddy's attorneys did respond. In response to the latest lawsuit, representatives from Combs shared a statement with Variety disavowing the claim. Quote, the lawyer behind this lawsuit is interested in media attention rather than the truth, as is obvious from his constant press appearances and 1-800 number. As we said before, Mr. Combs cannot respond to every new publicity stunt, even in response to claims that are facially ridiculous or demonstrably false. Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process at court, and the truth will prevail. That Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. Combs has been denied bail by 2 separate judges and is set to remain behind bars until trial in May of next year. Found guilty of racketeering, Combs could face life in prison. It is important in the court of law, he is innocent until proven guilty. Now, it does match an MO that has been previously shared. We know that Diddy's, credibility is shot because his attorney said something very similar about the alleged abuse against his then girlfriend at a time, and then the video comes out recently. This is very disturbing. Obviously, it's true. It's monstrous to a degree that none of us really imagined. It's very difficult, obviously, to talk about these stories. It's very difficult for you to hear them. And it's even more difficult for those victims to go through them. And at this point, these are allegations. As the attorney of Combs said, they have full confidence in the judicial process. So that means if Diddy is convicted on any of these charges, if he is found liable with any of these civil cases, that the attorneys would agree with the decision, given they have full confidence in the judicial process. Sharon, thoughts here?
Let's not forget that 3 judges now have denied bail, saying that Diddy is a threat to society, victims, potential witnesses. They said there's credible evidence to that. Usher was 13 when he met Diddy, and Usher has never said that he was abused, but he has said some things that we should lean into. He said that Diddy exposed him to adult lifestyle that was negative, that made him feel pressured, that was beyond his experience, and has shaped his view of the music industry today. And perhaps that's why Usher's sons, to my knowledge, aren't in it. We have to pay attention to these things.
Yeah, it's a lot. But the reality is it's been floating around for a long time. And now there's an opportunity to decipher what's true and what was rumor. Okay, we'll bring you updates as they come.